What's up guys, my name is Megan. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, please like, comment, and subscribe. I just make a ton of videos about San Diego State University, and today I'm going to be filming what I learned my first 2 years at San Diego State University video. The last video that I made was what I wish I knew before going to San Diego State University, and this is kind of like going off of that, just like what I learned my first 2 years at San Diego State University, because I just thought it'd be helpful. So yeah, that's what's happening. My dog. Okay, now let's get into a few things that I learned my first 2 years. Something that I learned is that throughout the years, at random times in random places, you are going to meet new people that just like magically become such a massive part of your life, and they can become like the most influential person in your life, the closest person that you had in your life, and it'll just be like a random night that you didn't expect to happen, and it just happens. And so what I mean by that is like, you will make so many friends your first like 2 weeks of college, and some of those friends will be your lifelong friends. But also like, don't close yourself off after a certain amount of time and don't be like, oh, I'm content with my friends, I don't need any more, because you will just randomly meet like new people that will become such big parts of your life. So always be open to having new friends. You never know like who you'll meet. Like, I'm a sophomore, and some of my closest friends I met like the past few months of college, and I didn't even know them my freshman year. So keep your freshman year friends close, but also make new friends throughout the years. Going off to like what I said about how some of your friends that you'll meet the first 2 weeks of school will be your closest friends, that is so true. I think the first few weeks of college were incredibly important to like your whole college duration and experience, because you just meet so many people those first few weeks going out and just in your dorm, and those people you just have like such an incredible bond with, and it's really, really cool to look back and be like, I've known you since the first night of school. Like, a few of my best friends, I have like Snapchat memories of going out with them the first few days of college, and it's just really special and really cool to look back at, because you've known each other for such a long time, and they become like your childhood friends also, because it's like, oh, I've known them since day one. So it's just like really cool, and I think that the first few weeks of college are some of the most important and also, may I say, fun weeks of your college experience. Something really important that I think I've learned from college is that going out is so much fun, and you will make the best memories of your life. And even if you're like an introverted person, it's fine, like go out, have fun. For me in high school, my town was more like academically driven rather than socially driven, and so like parties weren't really a thing at all, but I always considered myself really outgoing, so I was like looking forward to the opportunity of going out and partying a lot. And for me, that's just like something that I think has been a really big part of my college experience, and I'm really appreciative to go to a school that like thrives off of that, I guess you could say. The best memories that you have will be from going out, and it like brings out a new side of you. But on the flip side, something I learned, especially I think this past year as a sophomore, like growing up and just like putting more things into perspective, is that you don't have to go out every single night of college if you don't want to. Like, even though the nights are so fun, I think each one is replaceable, and it's not the end of the world if you like miss going out one night. So if you have stuff to do or you're just not in the mood, like, I learned that it's okay to say no, you don't have to. I personally like don't really believe in FOMO. I've never been someone who's like, oh crap, like missing this, but I know like some of my friends are, and there's like the whole like fight between like, you're only young once, go out every single day, and like it's okay if you don't go out. And I think when you're a freshman, it's like the mindset of, oh, you have to go out every single night, but then as you get older, it's like, no, I don't, it's kind of fine. Throughout your whole time at San Diego State, just like have the perspective of like, okay, I want to go out, like it's a great opportunity, you're only young once, but also like if you really don't want to go out, like you're okay. But also some nights it's like the best nights of your life when you don't want to go out, and then you end up going out. And I think everything is just a mindset. Like, if you go out thinking, oh, it's gonna be boring, like, okay, it could be boring, but if you are just like, it's gonna be so much fun, like it's gonna be fun. Another thing that I really have taken in my 2 years at San Diego State so far is just San Diego in general. I think that exploring your college, like your college's town and the area, is so important, and it's such a big part of the college experience, especially at San Diego State, because we don't really have like a college town where there's like bars and shops and everything right there. You kind of have to like go out in the greater San Diego like area. That's something that I've definitely learned to be so important in my first 2 years at San Diego State. I think it's made me a better person, given me so many more memories and experiences and opportunities. And so like leaving San Diego State's campus and going out into San Diego will just like also make you feel like you're in the real world, and you're not just in like the college bubble where it's only kids and the only adults you see are professors. I think that aspect of like still trying to like make it feel like you're in the real world is important, because we don't really have the like college town vibe. Another thing that I learned my first 2 years at San Diego State is that it's not the end of the world if you don't get in a sorority. I'm in a sorority this year, but also like I know my freshman year, like my perspective and some of my other friends' perspectives is that like, oh my gosh, this is the end of the world, we're not gonna be able to make friends, like we're not gonna be able to get into parties and all this stuff. And looking back, I'm kind of like, okay, that whole attitude was kind of like dramatic, because Greek life is only like, yes, it's a lifetime commitment and everything, but it's also only like 4 years of your life. And like there may like seem like a social hierarchy at colleges with like Greek life, but like you just have to put into perspective that like this is 4 years of your life. The real world isn't really like that, and like it will be okay. It's fine. Another thing that's like more personal, I know not everyone's the same, is that I really enjoy morning classes over afternoon classes. Especially being in San Diego, I enjoy morning classes because then if you're done by like 11:30, 12 o'clock, you have the whole afternoon to tan when the UV is high. I personally just like getting up in the morning, finishing all my classes, and having the rest of the night to just do whatever. Another thing I learned, which I think is just like applicable to like any college experience, is that having like a list of things you have to do and complete within a day is really helpful, because there are a lot of distractions, and some days you'll be like, okay, I know I have to do these 4 things, like they're really important, but then someone's like, oh, want to go hang out, want to go to the pool, want to go do this, want to go out tonight, and your like priorities and list of things you have to do kind of just get pushed aside. While you should be flexible and always be open to doing new things and not necessarily following your schedule, when there are things that you really have to complete, I just have found that writing a list and highlighting them, checking them off, it gives you like an idea of like, okay, I've done all of this and I just have this much left to do, and it allows you to see like, okay, yeah, maybe I do have time to go do something else, and then I can just get back to this later. Basically, the 2 like overarching themes that I've learned my first 2 years at San Diego State is being open and just being happy. I think that by being open, it just allows you to make so many more friends, experience so many more opportunities, and create so many more memories. And then on the contrary, like just being happy, I think that if you go into college just with like an optimistic mindset, and you don't have the idea of like, oh, this is just gonna be like high school, or oh, this is gonna be so stressful, or oh, I'm not gonna make any friends, or just a negative mindset in general, I think it just really closes you off to, once again, like being open and creating memories. Especially at San Diego State, I think there's just like a culture of like being happier in the sunshine, and it's just, life is so much better when you're happy. So that's what I've learned in college, is to just like take everything with a grain of salt. It's just a test, it's just a night out, it's just one friendship gone wrong. Be optimistic, be happy, look forward to college and life. So those are just a few things that I learned my first 2 years at San Diego State University. I still have 2 more years to go, so there's still a lot to learn, but those are some like important things that I've learned that have made me into the person I am today and have been a massive part of my college experience. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be making more San Diego State University content, and if you have any like video ideas that you want me to make, please be sure to just ask them in the comments. I'll make them. Literally every single video request that I get, I make. Thank you for watching, and once again, go Aztecs.